Welcome back to Pärnu for the penultimate match of action, match number 31 over the course of these 4 days. And it's Estonia against Romania. It's the battle to decide which of these two teams will play in Division A next season. Only one of them can. Who will it be? The hosts, Estonia, who've been fantastic hosts, it has to be said, and they've played out some real thrillers in front of capacity crowds. And no more thriller than last night when they secured a 7-6 win against Hungary to earn their place in this final. Their players being cheered roundly as they're introduced to the crowd. Markus Luk, the goalkeeper, what a revelation he's been. He got a hat-trick against Hungary last night and he scored 6 goals. In addition to that 7-6 win against Hungary, which they won in the last few seconds thanks to a strike by Alexander Saharov. There he is, number 7, whose celebrations were quite remarkable when that goal went in. He was flipping around like a fish. They also secured a victory against Norway on penalties, 3-1. After it finished 5-5 following extra time, and they beat England a couple of nights ago 5-3. So they're unbeaten so far. Ragnar Rump, something of a cult hero here. And there's the veteran Veikko Tamavali, goalkeeper, at the end of the line. As for Romania, well, it's been a circuitous route they've taken to get to this stage. They beat Azerbaijan 6-5 after extra time. They lost on penalties against Turkey 4-3 after drawing 3-3 following extra time. And then they won yesterday against the Czech Republic 4-3, and that was a heart stopper in itself. So they've not exactly been convincing, but Romania, who until 2013 were a Division A side, and then pulled out of the Eurobeach Soccer League last year, hence they're in Division B this time. They will believe they should be back in Division A, and with a player like Machi, number 14, a striker of the highest quality, they've got the potential to be there as well. So the teams have been introduced to the crowd. Now it's time for the national anthems. And the first national anthem you'll hear will be that of Romania. The Romanian national anthem, and time now for the national anthem of our hosts here in Pärnu, the national anthem of Estonia. The national anthem of Estonia following on from the national anthem of Romania. Time now for the handshakes, and it's very nearly time as well to get going in this particular match. Referees, they'll be under a bit of pressure in this encounter, you can guarantee that. And there's Estonia's leading scorer on the left of screen, their goalkeeper, Markus Luk. Listen to the crowd. It's a packed house here. And they really are looking forward to some fun and games over the next hour. Let's have a look at the lineups. Estonia leaving out Kevin Sulast and Andreas and Nico from their 12-man squad. And Romania, who only arrived here with 11 in the first place, have left out Ulian Ravoiu, that's Ravi, number 2, so it's the first opportunity for, well, I thought it was the first opportunity for Vyodor Farkas, but I've just done a double take on that, and in fact he's missing out and has assumed a role in the coaching staff, so actually we're only selecting from 9 today, Romania. Some final words among the players and the support staff. What a moment for Estonia, the opportunity to play in the top flight. Handshakes all round. Taavi Tamo on the left, the captain of Estonia, and for Romania, their captain, Ionel Kosturka, one of 2 brothers in this Romanian lineup. The other one, his brother Marian. They're twins. There's Gabriel Dobry, very influential character for Romania. Dobry, who scored 3 goals in Shiafok a couple of weeks ago to get Romania to this stage. There's the coach of Estonia, Rando Rand. He's still getting some words across to his players. And that's not Valeri Ionita in the middle of screen, crouching down. That's actually Jimmy Vyodor Farkas, who seems to have taken on something of a coaching role in this tournament, even though he was named originally in their playing squad. So it's going to be Romania in the red strip will get us underway through Machi. The crowd doing their best to get behind the Estonian team straight away. Estonia, of course, because they're hosting here, didn't actually take part in the regular season of the Euro Beach Soccer League. So the preparation has been a little bit different from the other teams who've made it here to Pärnu. Actually began their preparation way back in April in a training camp on the Costa Brava in Spain. Not only were they training, they also played some matches against both England and Switzerland. It's Ionel Posti having his effort to charge down by Ragnar Rump. Estonia actually finished 11th in the World Cup qualifier last September. That was in Jesolo in northern Italy. But the man who got all the goals, or the majority of the goals for them in that tournament, Christian Marmor, not playing here. 11 goals he scored out of 23 with Estonia netted in that tournament. Estonia found themselves losing to France, Switzerland, but they beat Slovakia to make it through to the second stage. But they lost to Italy, Belarus, and they beat Poland 6-5. They then lost to Turkey in the battle for places 9 to 12. And eventually, in the 11th and 12th place playoff against England, they won in extra time. Sorry, they won on penalties after extra time, and it finished 1-1. Taavi Tamo scoring one of the penalties, and Marco Trusalu scoring the other. Shot from distance, and that was Prit Mayorg, and the ball smothered by Jonat Floro. Really is a remarkable clash between these two sides, certainly in terms of the goalkeepers, because between them the two goalies have scored 10 goals in this tournament thus far. Marcus Look, really dominant figure, replacing Ruslan Mironov in the squad following the promotional final of 2013. Listen to the noise. Roman Minlabayev, who scored one of the goals yesterday against Hungary in that 7-6 victory. And Saharov looking for the scissor kick. He was the man who scored the winner in the last few seconds. Minlabayev, and it's saved at the near post by Bota. But there are two players down. Good distribution by Look, incidentally. Two players who've landed on top of each other, it appears. Marian Posterka is one of them. That's him. And the other is Saharov. Both fairly substantial characters, it has to be said. You wouldn't want either of them colliding with you. There is that collision. It's a case of play on. There was no foul, so after all that, it's a corner for Estonia. Estonia in last season's Eurobeach Soccer League. They actually topped their group in the regular season stage in Moscow. They beat Moldova 7-3. They beat Azerbaijan 2-1. But they did lose to Kazakhstan on penalties after it finished 2-2 after extra time. They lost 3-2. And then lost all 4 matches they played in the promotional final. And they've got a free kick here through Saharov, whose shirt was being tugged. Those matches that they lost in the promotional final in Torredembarra. 1-0 against Hungary, who they got revenge against last night, of course. 3-1 against Turkey, 5-2 against England, and 5-4 against Bulgaria. They only scored 7 goals, in fact, in those 4 matches. But they've turned things around here very nicely. A total of 17 goals so far in 3 matches. Alexander Saharov, who scored that goal last night to beat Hungary. He's got the free kick from about 20 metres out in a reasonably central position up against Bota. And he went for power, and unfortunately he didn't marry that with direction. Raj Daniel with the header across the face of goal, cleared away by Mate Anton. These two sides haven't met all that frequently in the recent past. Of course, for the most part, Romania's been in Division A, apart from last season when they didn't take part in the Eurobeach Soccer League at all. And this season, oh yes! It's in! Mate Anton! Flick header from him. Great distribution from Marcus Look. And Anton guided that header past Bota, and the crowd are on their feet. They're celebrating. They think they're in Division A already, I think. Well, they've taken a step on that journey. Mate Anton, what a time to score his first goal here in Pärnu this long weekend. Rising high, getting to the ball ahead of Machi. And Mate Anton gives Estonia the lead in the 5th minute. And I think this crowd and the players will know there's a long journey to go before they get to the finish line today. They proved that yesterday against Hungary in a match of remarkable twists and turns before it finished in the last few seconds with Saharov's winner. Oh, that's a bit short from Trusalu. Raj Daniel almost capitalising. Oh, it's in! That's off Rump. Trusalu with the shot. He's celebrating, but the last touch came off Rump. I've no doubt about that. Trusalu's being credited with the goal there, but it was definitely a goal for Rump. It may even have gone wide had it not been deflected in by Ragnar Rump. 2 goals, though, in the space of a minute for Estonia, and they've taken a stranglehold on this match. Well, Trusalu was short with his back pass. Look managed to get it. Here's the shot. It was definitely going wide. And Rump came off his knee in the end, I rather fancy, his left knee. And he was the man who deflected it in. 2 goals in what I reckon is about 20 seconds. And, well, the crowd, they were excited already. They're at fever pitch now. Just listen to the noise they're making, stamping their feet on the temporary stands. What have Romania got now then? They're in the cauldron. Cauldron of Estonian fans. Have they got the wherewithal, the ability to come back? I mentioned that these two sides haven't met very often in the recent past. You have to go back to 2012 to find them together in major European competition when they came up against each other in the group stage of the World Cup qualifier in Moscow. Romania winning that one by 5 goals to 3. And then in 2010 in the World Cup qualifier in Bibione in Italy, in the round of 16, Romania won again 6-2, their success. Well, they went on to lose in the quarter-final to Ukraine. Oh, what was Bota doing there? Oh, and it comes off the hand, I think, of Tavi Tamo, with Bota, goodness me, all at sea. He's idiosyncratic. I think that's the best way to describe him as a goalkeeper. Coming forward, he was tackled by Tavi Tamo, who then received the ball from Prit Mayorg, but he'd lost his balance and the ball just deflected onto his arm when the open goal was gaping. So a handball and a free kick to Romania, which their captain, Ionel Posterka, Posti, will take. Scored against Azerbaijan 3 days ago. 2 goals in this season's Eurobeach Soccer League. But he doesn't make it a third. That's off target by quite some distance. On this near side, Steen Tino, number 11 on the sand for the first time. Hooked away, hooked anywhere by Marian Posterka. They're under a bit of pressure here, Romania. Now, those of you who are regular viewers of this action will know all about Romania and probably the best way to play against them as well. They're an ageing side. They haven't got a single player under 30. They do tend to like to play slow, quick. They like to maintain quite a slow tempo, and then all of a sudden they'll burst forward. So the way to play against them, you would think, would be to maintain a very high tempo if you can. Machi. The other way to play against them is to keep the ball away from him, because if the ball goes anywhere near him, it's got goal written all over it. He's got 8 goals already in this Eurobeach Soccer League season. 18 goals in the World Cup qualifier last year. Only Dejan Stankovic scored more. That included 4 hat-tricks. 3 against Poland, 5 against Greece, 4 against the Ukraine, 3 against Hungary in a losing cause. So he's missed the goals as far as Romania are concerned. He's chesting that one down to Dobry. Tries to get the shot in, but that's well done by Tavi Tamo, who plays his beach soccer with the Peugeot club. 3 goals in last season's Euro Beach Soccer League for him, but he still hasn't actually scored here in Pärnu this year. It's a little bit of a surprise. Dobry, Machi. I just wonder whether Estonia scoring those 2 goals so early in the piece is actually a little bit of a negative. And I say that because they're in the lead now. They're the front runners. So what do? Do they continue to look to press forward, or do they sit back? You can't really afford to sit back in beach soccer because chances will come for the opposition. But there will be nerves, I'm sure, among the Estonians, because all of a sudden they'll think to themselves, do you know what? We're ahead here, and therefore we are in touching distance of a place in Division A next season. How are they going to react to that sort of realisation, that sort of pressure? They've handled it pretty well so far over the course of the 3 days. They've actually thrived on being hosts. They've thrived on the atmosphere that's been generated. Saharov can't keep that in play. And they thrive on that atmosphere again here. Will be just consumed by the pressure. Dobry. He's shown a little bit too much of that to Minlebayev, but he's still good enough to retain possession. That's what I was saying at the outset of this match. Gabriel Dobry, outstanding performer. Gets the shot in and smashes it against the crossbar. And again, as if to illustrate my point, he hasn't actually scored here. Like Tavi Tamo. It would be a good time for him to open his account in Pärnu, wouldn't it? Because he got 3 goals in Chiafok in the qualifier, regular season stage of the Euro Beach Soccer League. He scored in every game. Ragnar Rump, meanwhile, is just a little bit of a problem with his left arm. He's okay again now, though. He's trying to acrobatically get that ball away from Machi, who smashes the crossbar. But then he finds the back of the net. That's what Machi does. Don't say I didn't tell you so. You've got to try and keep the ball away from him, because if the ball comes anywhere near Machi, there's every chance it'll end up in the back of the net. Smashing the crossbar with his first effort, and his second effort was unstoppable. Jimmy on the sidelines, Vero Farkas directing operations. He's Machi's first effort. I think Luke actually got his fingertips to that one, but then Minlebayev couldn't get the ball clear. He dwelt on it, and Machi needs no second invitation to gobble up a chance like that. He did, and Romania are on the board. It's 2-1. Off the line by Jonul Posterka. Trusalu. Rump not able to get the overhead going there. Machi score goals from any situation. He's a real acrobat, a magician with the ball at his feet. Marian Posti. Time ticking away. We're into the last minute of the first period. It's been breathless stuff, hasn't it? Oh, goodness me. Oh, little flick from Jonul Posti. Remember, his brother Marian scored an outrageous own goal against the Czech Republic yesterday with a back pass that went wrong. It will be a family trait that they wouldn't want to continue. Marian Posti with the header. That would have dropped in if Luke hadn't been in the right place at the right time. Rump trying to sweep that one goalwards, not able to do so. Time ticking away. 15 seconds left in the first period. Marian Posti, the ball bounces away from him off the uneven surface of the sand. Luke bowls long, straight into the net. It's in, but it doesn't count. You can't throw the ball from one end to the other. Someone needs to touch it. Nobody did. So the end of the first period, and a period full of intrigue, full of drama, full of interest, and with 3 goals as well. mate Anton and Ragnar Rump in the space of about 20 seconds, scoring for Estonia to give them the advantage, but then Machi right at the end of the period, giving Romania some hope. 2-1. Let's have a look at some highlights. Luke bowling long, and the flick header from Anton, giving Estonia first blood. And then within 20 seconds it became 2-0 when Trusalu's shot was deflected in from Ragnar Rump. Trusalu claiming the goal, but it would have gone wide had Rump not got the touch to that one. And it could have been 3 with some harebrained goalkeeping from Jonat Floro, racing out of his goal, and had that not been a handball by Tavi Tamo, it would undoubtedly have been a third goal. Jonel Posti with the shot wide of the target. Dobry hit the crossbar with that thunderous effort. So they were starting to knock on the door at this stage, Romania, and Machi eventually knocked that door down. First of all, a tremendous effort on the turn, and then shooting when the opportunity presented itself once more, and finding the back of the net past Marcus Luck. So 2-1 to Romania, but still an awful long way to go in this match, you have to say. As the players get ready to resume battle, there's a Mexican wave going around the stadium. It really is a carnival, a party atmosphere here. Part of that was caused by the fact that Estonia are leading. Still 2 periods to go though. Estonia getting us underway in the blue and white shirts, playing from right to left. Raj Daniel of Romania has a shot which Marcus Luck deals with. Roman Minlabayev back to his keeper. On that far side, Prit Mayorg happy to knock the ball around at this stage. Waiting patiently for the opportunity. Mayorg tackled by Marian Posterka. That's a free kick. Saharov on Adrian Tanase. So a free kick to Romania inside their own penalty area. Marcus Luck readying himself to receive this shot, or what he perceives to be a shot from Tanase. Tanase, who scored against Moldova in Shiafok a couple of weeks ago, made his debut way back in 2007, hasn't scored here in Pärnu as yet. But he steps and hits that very well indeed, but it was always rising and just cleared the crossbar. Anton against Raj Daniel. It's a really fiery tussle, that one. Luck checks his options, finds Mayorg with the header towards the back post, and Saharov had come near post, so there was no one to receive it. Machi Minlabayev. Shot from him. He's the poster boy here in Hanu for this tournament. Scissor kick from him. He stones he's on all the artwork. Mate Anton once again. Didn't feature in the World Cup qualifier, Mate Anton, but he was in the squad for the promotional final last August. Matchy getting ready for the overhead, blocked by the back of Steen Tino. And then Dobry, that's actually cleared the video screen and electronic scoreboard. That's how wayward that one was. Bota. Tanase on the far side. Bota, who is actually an outfield player, but the last couple of tournaments he's filled in goal. Done an interesting job, I think that's the best way to describe it. Matchy finds Raj Daniel on the far side. Cuts inside looking for the shot and gets it in. And if it wasn't for the hand of Mate Anton, that would have ended up in the back of the net. Great effort from Raj Daniel, oh so close to the equaliser. Oh, it's in, Matchy! He's a magician, he really is. He's scored direct from a corner. I've seen players do that before, but only the very best are capable of doing it. And Matchy certainly comes into that category. 2 goals for him, 2 for Romania. We're all locked up at 2 apiece. Everyone was expecting the corner to come across to one of the players waiting to receive it, but Matchy thought otherwise. Luke embarrassed, and Romania level, 2-2. Let's have another look at it here now. You need to be a special player to have that sort of skill, to spot the opening and then score it and curl it in from well, a remarkable and acute angle. In the 4th minute of this second period, the wind has just gone out of the sails a fraction for Estonia. We're all locked up at 2 apiece. So Matchy now 6 goals here in Hanu, who headed away by Zaharia. Free kick. Vizio was fanning Zaharia. Was Zaharia, I called it initially, and then made the mistake of calling Tanase. But it's Zaharia who got that header away. A brave header it was too. He's going to have to go off. Kick in the ribs by the look of it, rather than the head. So where's the free kick going to be taken from? Just inside the Romanian penalty area, I think. Matchy thinks it was just outside. Matchy's going to be the man who will take it. He's on a hat-trick now. Had a few of those today, you know. He had 5 in one match, believe it or not. Dejan Stankovic, Gabriel Gori, Noelot, Francesco Coruscaniti and Giuseppe Plantanilla all scored hat-tricks in 15-10 win for Italy against Switzerland in the 5th and 6th place playoff of Division A. So Matchy with the free kick, 27 metres from goal, and it required a save from Luke. Invariably, anything that Matchy does requires a save when the goalkeeper's in town. Saharov hooks that clear. Darby Tamo with the throw, looking for Saharov, who's made the run. Oh, it's in! It's a little flick at the near post. Yes. Trusalu, 3-2. Well, I was deceived, and I think the Romanians were deceived as well, because Saharov had made the run at the back post, and I think the Romanians were aware of that, and the throw went near post, and Trusalu, well, it's a case of stooping to conquer. Somehow he managed to get the back header almost down by his ankles. You can see the little flick. Really, really effective touch. It deceived Bota in goal, and it's restored Estonia's lead. 3-2. So Trusalu, that's 5 goals for him now in Pärnu this long weekend. 1 against Norway, 3 against England. He also scored in the penalty shootout against Norway, and now he scored against Romania. Free kick against Saharov for a late challenge on Bota. Good news for Romania is that Zaharia's back on the sand after taking that blow in the chest from the foot of Ragnar Rump a little bit earlier. This free kick about a metre inside the Romania penalty area. So it's about 28 metres from Marcus Luck's goal. Very well struck indeed, and very well saved too by Luck, getting down well. And it was just thrown away by Luck. And very sporting from Zaharia. The reason it was thrown away by Luck was because Mayorg had gone down, but he got to his feet very quickly. Saharov, master of the overhead. It's like a little tank, Alexander Saharov. The man who scored that winning goal yesterday against Hungary. Saharov actually an international at futsal for Estonia, as well as beach soccer. Very popular sport here in Estonia, futsal, and there's plenty of crossover. Marco Trusalu, another futsal man, as is Roman Mimlabayev. Oh, it's bobbled up over Luck and across the face of goal. There must have been a touch. I think it was Mimlabayev who got it. And a good punch from Luck away from Zaharia. Oh, Zaharia, shot on the turn. That's a great save from Luck. I could have sworn it was past him, but he managed to get his hand down and stop it, and it was a strong left hand, and it needed to be too. Oh, the crowd living every single second of this action. Mayorg happy to get rid of the ball anywhere. I mentioned Saharov. 4 goals for him in the World Cup qualifier last year, the second top scorer for Estonia. Taavi Tammo now. Mimlabayev. Room for Tammo. Attempting the scissor kick. Blocked by Tanase. He races forward and gets a powerful shot in, but it's off target. Music pumping out. The crowd absolutely on the edge of their seats. That's the members of the crowd who are not standing up. Zaharia. Oh, he's still battling. Good tackle from Tammo. Still there, Raj Daniel, yes! And Raj Daniel just saying, calm down to the crowd. You can be quiet. We've scored, and it's 3-3. There's a real crowd scene in the penalty area, and Raj Daniel in the right place at the right time when the ball broke to him. His second goal here in Pärnu. And Romania have pulled Estonia back again. A whole host of players around the ball. It looked as though Taavi Tamo had got the block in. Stentino couldn't get to the ball. Neither could Marcus Look. It was broken free, and Raj Daniel scored his third goal in this Euro Beach Soccer League season. He scored against England in Shirfok as well as against Azerbaijan. And that's over the top from Ragnar Rump. This match seesawing one way then the other. Marian Posti. Stentino. Just outside his area. Goes back to his keeper. It's cut out very comfortably by Marian Posti. Taavi Tamo. Finds Stentino. Rump. We haven't seen Look produce anything in terms of efforts on goal as yet. And down goes Rump, claiming he was fouled. It's not given. Machi. Lionel Posti. Raj Daniel outside him. Scuffs his shot a little bit. Public address announcer doing his best to just lift the crowd. They don't need too much encouragement to make a bit of noise, I have to say. Player down on that far side now. It's Raj Daniel, he's rolling around. That's why, and it's a very clumsy challenge indeed by Marco Trusalu. No wonder there's a free kick. So the free kick just inside the Estonia half, a metre or so. So it's about 16 metres from goal. Massed ranks of photographers behind Marcus Look's goal. And well, if they take any pictures there, they'll not be capturing anything special, I'm afraid. That's well over the top. So 3-3 then, 3 minutes to go in this second period. Mayorg. The overhead from him, blocked by Lionel Posti. Machi, look at that for control, beautiful. Saharov, chasing shadows a little bit. One in the air by Mate Anton. Milobayev getting it away from Machi. Mate Anton finds Mayorg, just on the edge of his area. Now, is this an opportunity for Marcus Look? No, he was closed down very quickly by Machi. I think the Romanians are aware they mustn't give Marcus Look any sort of sight of goal. Milobayev, it's almost out of the stadium. Lionel Posti. A reminder, we've got one more match after this, just in case you'd forgotten. I'm sure you haven't. It's Portugal against Ukraine, the championship match to decide who's going to be the European champions this season. Good punch from Look, very decisive. Oh, it's come to Rump. And in the end, his first touch just let him down just a fraction. Referee's whistle has gone because Lionel Posti's down. There's Jimmy on the sidelines. Played in the regular season in Shirfok. Osti's going to have to go off here, placed by his brother, his twin brother. And very sportingly, Estonia give the ball back to Romania. Zaharia. Good work from Tavi Tamo. Cutting inside is Stentino, and he scores! Oh, that's brilliant! That really is absolutely outstanding. He's cut inside using his right foot, and he's finished with his left foot into the top corner. And no chance at all for Bota. Estonia regain the lead through a stunning strike. Stentino, who scored 2 goals against Norway, and he's on the mark now against Romania. And this match continues to go one way then the other. No blame against Bota for that one, because that was one of the best. Have a look at this again now. On his right foot, cuts inside, onto the left, bang. There was no stopping that. 4-3. We've got just about a minute to go in the second period. Dobry. Ragnar Rump tries to get the clearance in. The ball goes out for Estonia, and they opt for a throw-in. On that far side, Tavi Tamo dispossessed by Zaharia. Bota looking for the shot. He's dangerous from distance, we know that. He's got 4 in this tournament already, 4 goals. So for both sides, they're aware that they need to close down the opposition goalkeeper and not give them a sight of goal. That was Tanase with the shot, and look, getting there ahead of Zaharia. Time ticking away. Zaharia with the flick header, and that should be the last action of the second period. Indeed it is. So it's as you were. Estonia led 2-1 after the first period. They're still the odd goal up. They're 4-3 to the good. 12 minutes away from the promised land of Division A. Mate Anton, Ragnar Rump, Marco Trusala, and Stentino, the goal scorers. Let's have a look at some highlights here. That was Machi scoring direct from a corner to make it 2-2. His second goal. What a stunning strike it was. Foxed everyone, didn't he? Look has been in very good form indeed. And how about this for a flick header from Trusalu? Very clever indeed. Saharov had peeled off to the back post. You can see him there coming into picture. But the throw went near post, and Trusalu with a really, really clever piece of play, finding the back of the net to give Estonia a 3-2 lead at that stage. That's that danger from distance that I was talking about from Bota. And then a really good save from Marcus Luck there with a good strong left hand to deny Zaharia. But Romania weren't to be denied. And the ball broke clear to Raj Daniel after a real melee. And he was able to maintain his composure and slot that ball into an empty net. That was 3-3. In his celebration, he really enjoyed it. Calming the crowd down, quietening this passionate Estonian set of supporters. But here's the goal that separates the sides at the moment. Stentino cutting inside from the right-hand side and producing a rifle-like shot with his left foot. Good to see players able to play with both feet, and mightily effectively too, it has to be said. Estonia then 4, Romania 3, 1 period still to go. So, are we going to have one of these two sides in Division A after the next 12 minutes? Or are perhaps we're going to head for extra time and even penalties? We're about to find out. Romania getting us underway, playing from left to right on your screens in the predominantly red strip. They trail by 4-3. Matchy, 2 goals to his credit already. Referee's whistle has gone. There's a little bit of argy-bargy in the penalty area. Matchy and mate Anton in very close proximity to each other, and the referee on this near side is saying, calm down, boys. Jimmy certainly isn't calm on the sidelines there, is he? Matchy, scissor kick from him, and in fact he concedes the free kick. Maybe the referee, could be argued, could have played the advantage there with Saharov away, but Matchy was in a prone position. Mate Anton went over his legs, and the referee blew up for a free kick. So Mate Anton in the shadow of the big screen, you can see there, that's in the corner of this beach soccer stadium. What a venue it's been for these 4 days. It really has been rocking. Some of the best crowds I think I've seen outside of Brazil for beach soccer, and perhaps Dubai, the Samsung Beach Soccer Intercontinental Cup. Rather tame effort in the end, that from Mate Anton. Dobry. Nothing tame about that effort. Fisted away by Marcus Luck. And again Dobry. This effort blocked by Marco Trusallo, scorer of the 3rd goal for Estonia. Jono Posti on this near side, confronted by Ragnar Rump. Back to Bota. Oh, what was he doing, Bota? Again, utterly idiosyncratic. He's got away with it. Dobry tidying up on his behalf. And then that's a foul by Dobry, it has to be. He was trying to get rid of it very quickly, Marcus Luck, because Marco Trusallo was down the sand and in an open position. You can see there was no need for that from Dobry, and I think he's very lucky indeed to avoid a yellow card. Comes back to what I was saying earlier about the fact that Romania like to slow the game down, and that's achieved its aim there. What it has done, though, is it's given Marcus Luck a free kick. About 34 metres from goal, but we know he's scored 6 goals from distance already in this tournament. Can he make it 7? Drives that one in, but drags his shot across the face of goal with his right foot. Dobry confronted by Rump. Dobry again. Oh, goodness me, what a mistake that was by Trusallo, and it's cost a goal, and it's Matchy, a hat-trick for him. Trusallo with a header back rather than forward, and it caused absolute mayhem in the Estonian defence, and Matchy took full advantage. A hat-trick for him. It's his 2nd hat-trick this long weekend. Hat-trick against Azerbaijan, and now a hat-trick against Estonia. Here it is again. Dobry into the danger area. There was the header, it went back, and Marcus Luck did his best to try and get on the end of it. All he could do was flap at it, and Matchy was in the right place at the right time. 10 minutes to go, 4-4. I think I said when Estonia led 2-0 after those 2 goals in the first 5 minutes that there were going to be lots of twists and turns to come, and that's exactly what we're seeing. It's the long and winding road, this one, for both sides to Division A, promised land next season. Minlabayev. Machi cuts that one out. So Estonia have led 2-0. They've led 3-2. They've led 4-3. And again, Luke is closed down very quickly. It's over the top from Tavi Tamo. So 3 times Estonia have led, 4 I guess if you count that they led 1-0 as well. And each time they've been pegged back. And they get ahead again. Headed away by Trusalu. That was good, because Bota's shot was honing in on goal. Homing in on goal, I should say. Crowd trying to lift the Estonian players. Dobry. Trusalu with the block. Tries to spot Bota off his line, which he was, but wasn't quite able to get the effort past the Romania goalkeeper. Raj Daniel. Machi. Saharov gets the clearance in. That's a free kick against Machi. Saharov claimed he was kicked in the Achilles, and the referee agreed. Players rotated on and off the sand. It's something you always see in beach soccer. 3 periods each of 12 minutes. 10 players in a matchday squad, only 5 can be on the sand at any one time. So, Saharov on the edge of his penalty area, 27 metres from goal, up against Jonat Floro. It's easy enough for the goalkeeper. Clutches that to his midriff. One thing I've noticed about Bota, the Romanian keeper, today, as he's universally known in beach soccer, I haven't seen any of his antics so far. He's rolling around and wasting time. Got the impression the referees had a word with him yesterday during that match against the Czech Republic and said enough of it. Tino was looking for options there. They weren't immediately obvious. Oh, at the back post, Saharov, yes! 5-4. Oh, he's at it again. The Fishman. He was on the sand like a salmon last night when he scored the winner against Hungary, and he's flipped up off the sand, having swept that ball in. Estonia in the lead again with just under 7.5 minutes to go. Can they hold on to the lead this time? It looked as though the chance had gone. It most assuredly hadn't. The ball found its way to the back post. Saharov not picked up, and he just swept it in with that right foot. That same right foot that he used to very good effect last night to bundle home the winner against Hungary. The 2 goals for him in successive days. It's 5-4 to Estonia. Goodness me. This is excitement. It really is. Wherever you're watching this, I hope you're enjoying it. I'm sure you are. I think you'd have to be dead not to. Marian Posti with the corner. Oh, his brother is there on the volley with the right foot. He can't direct it goalwards. What he can do, though, is come forward now. Oh, there's space for the shot, and he's taken it, and he's scored. No one closed him down. Jodel Posti and it's 5-5. That was brilliantly done. He might have missed with the previous volley, but he raced back, took the clearance on his chest, came forward, and utilised the space in front of him to pick his spot. Racing forward, needed Nate Anton to come and close him down a little bit more quickly than he did, and that was an absolutely unstoppable effort. It was rifled in. 5-5. Oh, goodness me. Could be a fan of either of these two teams. They're certainly not doing it easy, are they? Matchy. Oh, it's bounced awkwardly. And in the end, Marcus looked. Oh, dear me, what's going on here? Oh, and Marion Posty. Oh, and look at that. Raj Daniel has just clobbered Posty. Clobbered Luke, rather. Marion Posty went down initially as though he'd been shot. And then Raj Daniel flew in and shoved over Luke. I think there's got to be some red cards here. The referees are consulting. And what are they going to decide? It was a very unsavoury incident. Oh yes, Raj Daniel's gone. He's got a red card. Now, as Marcus looked, what's he going to get? I suspect he might get a red card as well. As soon as he gets to his feet, I think he might get his marching orders. Indeed he does. So 2 red cards, and I have to say that doesn't surprise me. Arms were raised, and you simply can't do that. Whether it's the 11-a-side version of the game, beach soccer, whatever it may be. What on earth was Raj Daniel doing there, though? This is the incident again. Lionel Posty went in there, and Luke was furious at the challenge, and he barged Marion Posty over. Marion Posty went down as though he had been shot. It was a fairly substantial hit, but there was no contact on the face at all. That was a bit cynical as far as that was concerned from Marion Posty. But then Raj Daniel, what was he doing there? Flying in the way that he did. That's a brainless piece of play from him. Yes, he's trying to stand up for his teammate, but, well, there are ways and ways to do that. Vaiko Tamavali comes in then, and at the end of all that, there's a free kick to Estonia. So Luke is sent off, and that's very bad news as far as Estonia are concerned, because that's a major goal-scoring outlet for them that they've been deprived of. Raj Daniel, meanwhile, he's got his marching orders as well. So both sets of players down to 4 men on the sand for the next 2 minutes, or until the opposition score. That's how it works in beach soccer. So there's going to be plenty of open spaces here for the remaining players to exploit. Ragnar Rump. Trusalu trying to get the better of Dobry. Rump goes down, and what's the referee decided here? Oh, he's given the free kick against Estonia. Rump was trying to step over Dobry. Meanwhile, Tavi Tamo is down. Let's have a look at the incident that provoked the free kick here. Trying to step over Dobry. Down he goes. Well, you make up your own mind on that. Tavi Tamo is clutching his left ankle, so it looks as though he's going to have to go off at some stage. Well, you want drama, you want excitement, you've got it here in absolute bucket loads. Both these sides know how close they are to Division A. But they also know how close they are to retaining their place in Division B, which is what neither set of players want, of course. Tavi Tamo limping off. Meanwhile, it's a free kick to Romania, just inside the Estonia half, I think. Yes, it is just inside the Estonia half, so that means All the players have to be behind the ball, apart from Veiko Tamavali. He's had to step into some pretty big shoes, metaphorically speaking. With Marcus Look now off the sand. Dobry against Tamavali then. Listen to the crowd making all sorts of noise, trying to put Dobry off. And good strong hands from Tamavali. Saharov battling with Dobry. Minlabayev catches Dobry. Oh, I thought he did. It wasn't given as a free kick. Oh, it's in! Yes! Prit Mayog. Well, the Romanians won't be happy with that, because it looked to me as though Dobry was fouled in the build-up. But the ball came to Mayog, and as I mentioned earlier, plenty of empty spaces on the pitch. And as a result of those empty spaces, there was space aplenty for him to get the shot in. That was the challenge from Minlabayev on Dobry. No free kick given. The ball came to Mayog. And boy, that was a good finish, wasn't it? Jonat Floro was absolutely rooted to his spot. So the excitement goes on. So yet again, the lead is held by Estonia. What can they do? .65. Oh, the excitement is tangible. It really is around this stadium. Both teams now, rather just Romania, in fact, of course, a backup to 5 players, because Estonia it was who scored. So Estonia is still down to 4, so that was actually a disadvantage for them to score, in one sense. So they've got about another minute to cope without the 5th player on the sand. Machi blocked by a combination of Ragnar Rump and Tamavali. Just wide. Referee's whistle is gone. On we go, 5 minutes to go. So it won't be long now before Estonia can go back up to their full complement of 5 players. Can they survive until that point? Oh, very nearly they couldn't. Machi with the toe poke. And somehow it went behind. Tanase across the face of goal. And they are now back up to 5 players. Tavi Tamo comes on. And the crowd appreciate that fact. So scoring didn't actually cost them dear in the end. And that's a push in the back on Ionel Posti by Saharov. Goodness me. Everyone's excited around this stadium. Even my heart's beating just a little bit faster, because I think everyone's aware of what's at stake here. Division A status. So Ionel Posti, who's scored 1 brilliant goal already today. He's got a free kick, which is about 2 or 3 metres outside his penalty area. It's about 25 metres from goal then. Referee just saying to him, wait until I blow my whistle. Oh, he strikes that well, and Tamavali, strong fist. He's put that into the coffee bar behind the video screen. Whoever's having coffee there is going to get the shock of their life. Not that anyone will, I'm sure they'll all be watching the beach soccer. Tavi Tamo, it was unselfish from Trusalu. Perhaps he should have gone on himself. Trusalu's picked it up again, gone down spectacularly. Oh, the free kick's been given. I have to say, he did go down in a very theatrical fashion. That's what Ionel Posti's saying to the referee. Matchy's making less of a song and dance about it. He was the man who made the challenge. Ionel Posti not impressed. Let's have another look at it here. Yeah, there was definite contact, but whether Trusalu left his foot in there to actually deliberately catch Matchy, or whether Matchy flicked his own foot at him, it's very difficult to tell from that one replay. Remember, the referees don't get the benefit of replays at all. So a free kick to Estonia. 3 minutes and 46 seconds remaining. The free kick is about 13 or 14 metres from goal. Looks up to the heavens as Marco Trusalu, as he makes his way back to the end of his run. Up against Bota. Well, they could really do with this going in, Estonia. Giving him a little bit of a cushion. Oh, he's dragged it wide. Had that been just inside the post, there was no saving that by Bota. Dobry up against Trusalu, who's won the ball, tries to get the shot away. 3.5 minutes remaining. Matchy with a flick header. I think it actually ended up hitting Marion Posti. Oh, we've had just about everything in this match, haven't we? 73 goals today now, eclipsing the mark of yesterday with 71. 272 goals in total over the course of these 4 days. We've still got one more match to come, of course. That's the championship match to decide who's going to be the European champions for 2015. It's Ukraine against Portugal. That's up next. We've still got the small matter of this match to be decided, though. Bota, what's he doing? He's eventually managed to get it away off Minlabayev's thigh. So that's going to be a Romania ball. Dobry across the sand to Tanase. Forward to Marion Posti, who says it should be a corner. The referee disagrees. Tamavali bowls it out to Minlabayev. Tamavali coming on after Marcus Look was sent off. Sarov with the header. Easy enough for Bota. Marion Posti finds Matchy. Well, wouldn't it be tough on Matchy if he ended up on the losing side, having scored a hat-trick? He really would grace Division A. Marion Machuca turns 34 in December, so this year's starting to run out at the top end, but he really is a top-quality player. And a real wrestling match going on in the end. The free kick goes Dobry's way. Oh, and Dobry and Mate Anton. Another flashpoint, and in fact, Mate Anton gets a yellow card. Well, it's very heated out there, and you would expect it to be, given what's at stake, given the circumstances. But players of both sides just need to keep a lid on this and concentrate on what they need to do. In Romania's case, they need to somehow find an equaliser. All or nothing here, winner take all. So the winner goes Division A status next season, to the loser another season in Division B. Dobry then from deep inside his penalty area. Well, that's a free kick against Centeno. The ball hadn't hit the sand, and it hadn't been touched. I think he'd just infringed there in the cone, as it's called, the line between the ball and the opposite corner flags. As soon as the ball had hit the sand, he would have been able to do that, but the ball was floated forward. It hadn't hit the sand, and so the touch from him, unfortunately, wasn't allowed. So what he's done is presented Machi with an absolutely fantastic opportunity to equalise for Romania with just 1 minute and 48 seconds remaining. About 11 or 12 metres out from goal in a central position. Well, the whole of this stadium, the Estonian fans anyway, holding their breath. Machi scores, as you'd expect him to in that sort of situation. Oh, and Stentino, he must feel absolutely crestfallen to have conceded that free kick, because from that sort of range with Machi, it really is almost in golfing terms a gimme. Right in the top corner, and I think even Machi could have told Tamavali where he was going to strike that one, and Tamavali still wouldn't have been able to save it. It was that well placed out of the goalkeeper's reach. 6-6. Remember, Estonia went through the ringer last night. Listen to that, you can almost hear a pin drop when the music stops. The tension is just so great here. 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining. Are we going to extra time, perhaps? How many times can Estonia lead and Romania come back? It's all about who's in charge and who's ahead on the scoreboard at the end of the match, of course. Ragnar Rump rampaging forward down that far side, trying to get the crossover. I think that's a corner. Yes, indeed it is. Ooh, movement at the near post from Trusalu. Couldn't get the contact he wanted, though. So remember, Estonia led 1-0. They led 2-0. They led 2-1. They led 3-2. They led 4-3. They led 5-4. They led 6-5. And this is what I was talking about earlier in the match. You can see Bota just having a little bit of a break there, and it's an opportunity for his teammates to have a drink and a chat and a relax. This is disgraceful, it really is. We've seen it so many times before from Bota. We hadn't seen it prior to this in this match, and the crowd booing and whistling, and rightly so, because I can promise you he will get up and be able to continue. I guarantee it. Lo and behold, there we are. Bota's okay. Meanwhile, his teammates have all had a rest, had a drink. Absolutely nothing wrong with him. And if I'm wrong, he can sue me. Machi. .40 seconds left. The throw-in from Minlabayev towards the back post. Saharov goes down. No penalty. Dobry. Ball's lofted forward by Bota. And then Marian Posti is brought down just inside the Estonian half with 23 seconds remaining. And quite clearly that's the right decision. Mate Anton getting his hands out to restrain Marian Posti. Well, you reckon if this goes in now, that could be the winner. Romania haven't led throughout this entire match, remember. They've been on the comeback trail almost throughout. I can tell you, by the way, that Bota was turned away there for a second in goal. He can barely watch. And I think there'll be a few people who will be feeling that way. Tension around this stadium. Well, what a letdown it will be for all the Estonian fans if this goes in. But it's got every chance of doing so. About 15 metres from goal in a central position, a deep breath for Marian Posti. He strikes it. Good save, Tamavali. Oh, terrific stop. And thankfully for him and for Estonia, One of his teammates was there to retrieve the loose ball. 10 seconds remaining. And then we'll have the agony of extra time, and that's how it looks as though it's going to be. Yes, extra time is beckoning. And indeed, that's exactly what's happened. Extra time. Well, it's cruel, isn't it, that it comes down to this for a team to get through to Division A. But these two sides, they've been like prize fighters, standing toe-to-toe, slugging it out. And there has to be a winner, there has to be a loser, there has to be one of these sides making it to Division A, and one of them being retained in Division B for another season. What will happen? The referee's just having a chat. The turnover, the change around is instantaneous. And remember, we still have the final of the Superfinal to come. So it's going to be Estonia who will get us underway in this period of 3 minutes of extra time. Shot off target from Taavi Tammo. Bota. Tanase as well to control that. It was an awkward bounce in front of him. Bota needs to be careful. He is. Marian Posti just leaning back as he hit that one. So we're running late this evening by quite some distance. We were due to have started the final match about 15 minutes ago. But on we go. Brave goalkeeping from Tamavali. And Machi is deemed to have fouled. I think that's Stentino down there. Indeed it is. Just pulling Stentino back. According to the referee on that far side, the Mexican wave has started again, but there's not quite so much enthusiasm for it now because the spectators are just so wrapped up in what they're seeing. They're so tense. Some of them aren't bothering to stand. So the free kick for Estonia is about a metre outside their penalty area. 26 metres from goal. Tino. It's a low skidder, just about dealt with by Bota. Only just, but only just is good enough. Oh, that's short from Bota. And Ragnar Rump almost capitalising on it. Jonel Posti trying to pass it in, and in the end I think that was Taavi Tammo's foot that sent the ball wide, and Taavi Tammo then just gesturing to the fans, "Come on, get behind us," he said. Fans are just too tense to make any sort of noise at all, really. That was a collision, by the way, between Taavi Tammo and Jonel Posti. Good to see the handshake between the two captains, though. That's nice. Sarov wins the header. Minlabayev. Tammo. Volley from him, and it's headed behind by Zaharia. That'll be a corner. Mayorg. Has to go back. There's Tamavali. Saharov, good control from him. The overhead, it's just over Minlabayev's head. Had it been half a metre lower, maybe a little bit more, Minlabayev might have been able to make contact on that and send it goalwards. Machi wins the header. Zaharia drags it across the face of goal. It's actually gone out for a throw-in. And it's penalties. Oh, goodness me. The lottery of penalties to decide who plays in Division A next year. That is the ultimate cruelty. One of these goalkeepers can make themselves a hero. Let's have a look at some highlights. Plenty of them from this match, 12 goals. That's Saharov making it 5-4. Then there's the flashpoint of Luke and Raj Daniel being sent off. That's Saharov's 5-4 at the back post. At that point there were 7 minutes remaining. But too much room given to Lionel Posty to race forward. That was 5 apiece. And here was the flashpoint once again. Luke barging into Marion Posty, and then Raj Daniel. What on earth was he thinking? Both of them getting their marching orders. Tamavali stepping into the breach for Estonia in goal, but there was nothing he could do about keeping that effort from Machi out to make it 6-6. The Mayorg had earlier given Estonia the lead back at 6-5. So penalties it is. And Bota speaking to the referees. I'm not entirely sure what the conversation is about. And Tamavali urging the fans to try and make some noise and maybe put Bota off a little bit. Anyway, the first penalty is going to be taken by Ragnar Rump. He scored in the penalty shootout against Norway on Thursday evening. And he's up against Bota. Taking his time, he really is. Making absolutely sure. There's Raj Daniel up in the stands. There's nothing he can do about things now, having been sent off. He's up there with Jimmy as well. Standing room only up there. Standing room only anywhere. Well, to say Ragnar Rump has been meticulous here is the understatement of this year or any year. He's got plenty of fans in the crowd who are backing him. You can hear a pin drop, almost. Oh, dear me, he's missed the penalty. That's a good save by Bota, but it was a nice height for the goalkeeper. And he's almost inconsolable, Ragnar Rump. And there's the reaction as well from the Romanians on the pitch. Machi will step up for his penalty. And the fans behind the goal chanting out the name of Vaiko Tamavali to try and lift him, lift his spirits. He'll need all the assistance he can get to try and keep out a penalty from Machi, let me tell you. There's one player I'd want in this situation from either side, it would be Machi, I can promise you. He's got 4 goals in this match, almost single-handedly keeping Romania in contention. Machi against Tamavali. And he scores. That's why he is Mr. Cool, Mr. Goals. There must be ice flowing through his veins. There really must. He's gesturing to the crowd, saying, come on, give me some applause. I've scored the goal. Trusalu now stepping up, and you feel that he really does need to score. If he doesn't, then the next penalty from Romania has the potential to win this match. Remember, Division A at stake. The winner goes to Division A, the loser stays in Division B. Marco Trusalu up against Bota. And he scores. That's a good penalty. Very good penalty indeed. Despite all Bota's antics on the line. Doing his best to put off Trusalu. He wasn't able to do so. Tamavali has now kissed the ball that he's given to Dobry. Gabriel Dobry, who missed a penalty in the shootout against Turkey on Friday. Wonder if that's in the back of his mind. Must be a million thoughts racing through players' mind in this situation, but it's all about clearing your mind and just focusing on what you've got to do, which is find the back of the net. Dobry against Tamavali, and he does find the back of the net. He finds the roof of the net. That's terrific. Really good penalty. There was no saving that. And what that means is Alexander Saharov, who's now stepping up to take this next penalty, has to score to keep his side in this shootout. If he doesn't, Romania win. And he does score. It's a good penalty, isn't it? Drilled in low. But it's still advantage Romania. They haven't missed a penalty as yet. And they've got the opportunity to win this match now through Ionel Posti. He missed a penalty in the shootout in Chiafok against Moldova. But he scored a penalty against Turkey on Friday. Oh, the crowd are tense. Can Tamavali make himself a hero here? He'll have the freedom of Panu, I reckon, if he saves this penalty. Ionel Posti then, the Romanian captain. This for Division A status in 2016. Looks up to Raj Daniel in the stands. And he scores! Romania have done it. They've won the penalty shootout. And they are on their way back to Division A. Tamavali is inconsolable. So near yet so far for Estonia. Tanase rampaging around. The Romanians simply don't know what to do with themselves. The Estonians, well, they're devastated. They really are. The coach, Rando Rand, acknowledges the crowd who've been on the roller coaster for the last 4 days. Estonia hosting this Euro Beach Soccer League Superfinal. There's the reaction of the Romanian players. Remember, they didn't take part in the Euro Beach Soccer League last year, and that meant that they were demoted to Division B. Let's have a look at some highlights, and there are plenty of them, let me tell you that now. There was Ragnar Rump's missed penalty. Bota with a very good save indeed. Machi then stepped up. 4 goals for him, remember, in the 3 periods. It was 1-0, then it was 1-1. Dobry made it 2-1 after Trusalu's goal. Saharov brought it back to 2-2, and then Ionel Posti scored the goal. That means Romania are back in Division A next year. It's been a circuitous route from them. They lost to Turkey in the group stages, but they won the matches that mattered. They've trailed for